Okay, I've got 4 tables of PLO 20 here. I'm playing around about 5–10 minutes, and nothing too interesting has happened so far. Have this bottom right hand here was slightly more coordinated. I might even put a little raise in even from the small blind, but it's just a little bit too detached. But we've flopped top two, so I'm quite entitled to bet. This guy's obviously a target. If I take you through his stats, he's playing 91, 49, 26, which is his voluntarily put money in the pot, pre-flop raise, and 3-bet. So we're obviously looking to get into some situations with him if we possibly can. The rest of the table's fairly, taggy. No one overly aggressive, and no one really 3 or 4 betting too much. But we'll see how that table pans out. It looks fairly interesting. This bottom left table I've just limped with what I class a limpable hand. Again, we're looking to maybe hit a set of 10s, but we've also got some straight value there as well. Bottom right, we've picked up a really nice hand. Now we're obviously going to c-bet there. We don't have to bet the whole pot. We always have to think a little bit about the size of our bets and exactly what we're trying to accomplish when we bet. And I'll go through that a little bit more through this video and the subsequent videos at higher stakes. But of course, you've always got to be thinking about what better hands will fold and what worse hands will call when we make a bet, and we've maybe got to vary our bet size accordingly to factor in that, and to maybe get our opponents to make a mistake, think we're weak when strong and strong when weak, etc. Top right, again, here's another example of one of the points I talked about earlier. It's a fairly well coordinated suited ace, but it's not good enough to raise, but we're quite happy to see a flop. Of course, this guy's throwing a spanner in our works by putting a bet in. If we're closing the betting, we'll call if it was going 4-way. If this guy folds, I'm certainly going to fold. Right now, this is a little bit of a marginal situation. They're both playing full stacks though, so I'm going to make a little bit of a speculative call. And a fairly standard call on this bottom left table here with 9, 9, 7, 8, which are among my favourite hands because they're always so well disguised. Top right has bought a really good flop for us actually. I doubt if either of them can beat top two at the moment. That seems a fairly strange bet. I'm looking at his stats. He does seem a fairly predictable player. That's the only way of describing how he plays. I think I'm actually going to make a fairly tight fold there.